Welcome back to Grammar Grade 10. This is Unit 7, Lesson 51, and today we're taking on the pair of words that makes even confident writers hesitate: who and whom. People guess. They pick whom because it sounds educated, or they pick who because it sounds natural. But there's no guessing needed here. There's a rule, and there's a 2-second test that settles it almost every time. Let's learn both. Before we touch a single question, let's get the case idea straight, because who and whom are just two forms of the same word. Who is nominative. That's the subject form. You reach for who when the pronoun is doing something. It's the subject of a verb, or a predicate nominative sitting after a linking verb. Whom is objective. That's the object form. You reach for whom when the pronoun is on the receiving end, a direct object, an indirect object, or the object of a preposition. And there's a third form, whose, which is the possessive. It shows ownership, as in, whose coat is this? So here's the whole lesson in one line. The job the pronoun does in its sentence decides the form you write. Now let's put that idea to work inside a question. Sentence 1. Who wrote this note? Ask what job the pronoun is doing. Somebody did the writing, and that somebody is the pronoun. So who is the subject of the verb wrote? A subject takes the nominative form, and who is nominative. Sentence 2. Whom did you call? This time you is the subject. You did the calling. The pronoun is the one being called, so it is the direct object of call. An object takes the objective form, and whom is objective. That's the pattern behind every question. Ask whether the pronoun is doing the action or receiving it. Here is the test that settles almost every case, and it takes about 2 seconds. Answer the question with he or him. Take the first one. Who or whom wrote this note? Try answering it out loud. He wrote it. You would never say him wrote it. He fits, so the word you want is who. Now the second. Who or whom did you call? Answer it. You called him. Him fits, so the word you want is whom. And here's the little rhyme that makes it stick forever. Him goes with whom, because both of those words end in the letter M. He goes with who, and neither of those has an M. Run that swap in your head every single time, and you will almost never be wrong. Now, here's a rule that asks almost nothing of you. After a preposition, you always use whom. Listen. To whom should I send the letter? The word to is a preposition, and every preposition has to have an object. The pronoun is that object, and the object form is whom. Same thing here. With whom did you travel? And here, the friends for whom I waited. To, with, for, all prepositions, and every one of them is followed by whom. Whom is the object form, so whom is what a preposition takes. Whenever you see to, for, with, by, or about sitting right in front of the pronoun, reach for whom and don't hesitate. This is where people trip, so slow down with me. Look at a subordinate clause. I know who wrote it. Now, the whole clause, who wrote it, is the object of the verb know, and that tempts people to write whom. It's a trap. The case of the pronoun is decided inside its own clause, and only inside it. Inside that clause, who is the subject of wrote, so who is what we need. The fact that the clause as a whole is an object outside doesn't change a thing. Now compare. I know whom they hired. Inside this clause, they is the subject, and the pronoun is the object of hired. So this time we write whom. Same 3 opening words, different job inside, different form. So look only inside the clause and never outside it. Now the warning. And this is the single most common mistake with whom. Look at this phrase. The runner who I think will win. A lot of writers hear those two extra words, I think, and they panic and reach for whom. But an interrupting phrase, I think, I believe, she said, we suppose, does not change the case at all. It's just noise dropped into the middle. So cover it up. Cross out I think and look at what is left. The runner who will win. There, who is the subject of will win, plain as day, so who is correct. Writing whom in that spot is simply wrong, no matter how polished it sounds to the ear. Cross out the interrupter, then choose. Let's boil the whole lesson down to a check you can run in a few seconds. Step 1. Find the pronoun's own clause, and look only in there. The world outside the clause has no vote. Step 2. Cross out any interrupter, such as I think or she said. Those words are noise. Step 3. Answer with he or him. If he fits, write who. If him fits, write whom. And keep this shortcut in your back pocket. Right after a preposition, it is always whom, every single time. Ready to practice? In this first set, every sentence is a question with a blank. Use the he or him test. Answer the question in your head and see which one fits. Pause the video and choose before I reveal each answer. Blank left this message for me. Run the test. Answer the question. He left it. You would never say him left it. Since he fits, the pronoun is the subject of left, and the answer is who. Blank did the coach choose for the team? Answer it. The coach chose him. Him fits, not he, and the pronoun is the direct object of the verb choose. Since him fits, the answer is whom. To blank should I address the letter? Look at the little word sitting right in front of the blank. To. That is a preposition, and a preposition always takes an object. The object form is whom, so the answer is whom. Now each sentence hides the pronoun inside a subordinate clause. Ignore everything outside that clause. Cross out any interrupter and ask what job the pronoun does in there. Pause and try each one before I answer. I know blank they invited to the recital. Look only inside the clause. They is the subject. They did the inviting. The pronoun is the one being invited, so it is the direct object of invited. They invited him. Him fits, and the answer is whom. The student blank won the science prize is my cousin. Find the clause. Blank won the science prize. Inside it, the pronoun does the winning, so it is the subject of won. He won the prize. He fits, so the answer is who. She is the violinist blank I think deserves the prize. Careful, this one has the interrupter in it. Cross out I think and read what is left. The violinist blank deserves the prize. Now it's easy. The pronoun is the subject of deserves. He deserves it. He fits. So the answer is who. Let's gather up what we learned. Who is the nominative form? You use it when the pronoun is a subject or a predicate nominative. Who wrote this note? Whom is the objective form. You use it when the pronoun is a direct object, an indirect object, or the object of a preposition. Whom did you call? And to whom should I send the letter? And inside a subordinate clause, the pronoun's job inside that very clause decides the form, no matter what the rest of the sentence is doing. And an interrupter, like I think, changes absolutely nothing. When in doubt, answer with he or him. He means who, him means whom. In our next lesson, we'll look at how pronouns agree with the words they stand for. I'll see you there.